All right, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom right for the Shopify Rebellion, it is Lambo in the red. And his opponent, spawning up at the top left for Team Liquid, it is Kelazhur in the blue. And he's starting things off with what looks like it's going to be a 2-Rax play. Little 2-Rax Reaper. Back at home, it's a strong way to play. Pretty mighty. A lot of power here. And personally, I think there's a lot to it. I think it's got a lot of teeth. It's definitely a build that is powerful enough to add to your repertoire. And it's just not easy to deal with for the Zerg. And it's not so much the initial setup, but the follow-through that is quite strong. Now, this can actually be a 3-Rax Reaper, but it's not. The big thing about this is that it can transition into the 4-Rax play. And that can be really powerful, really strong, really difficult to deal with. Lambo, by the way, looking around as though there's proxy racks on the map. He's kept both of his overlords at home. And as a result, he's going to have no idea that it's 3-Rax Reaper, which means he will take this hatchery at a rather quick timing. And that means that Kelazhur may be able to go for a cancel on it. Ooh, nice job from Kelazhur. Now, you can, of course, go a little deeper, try and get some drones. Try and get some drones, maybe try and even pick off a queen. Oh, got really spicy with that one Reaper. Oh, man, got really spicy with both Reapers. But yeah, this is what I want to see. This is 100% what I want to see after this first little bit, because lane speed won't be out for a while. Won't be out until the 4-minute mark. Oh, it's going to be a third CC coming in from Kelazhur. So then I especially think you want to just go for the cancel. Like, don't risk losing these. But he's able to pick off one Ling right here. Now, he could have gotten the cancel almost 100%, but yeah, not going to be able to do so now, I think. Yeah, Ling speed. Did I say it was going to be done at 4 minutes? It's going to be done at 3:30. Huh. Lambo got it down very quickly then. Ooh, got to be careful with the Reapers here. He's gone too deep. He's going to lose them. Oh, and he's going to lose them for very little gain right there. I mean, he... Wait, how come it... Oh, my God. Huh. The grenade killed its... The Reaper killed itself with its own grenade. That is quite funny right there. So, as a result, it doesn't show up in the resources or the units lost. Oh, but the resources that were lost do show up. And on the actual units lost in the top left, it does show up. There's so many funny little quirks with the... how the API is read in the game. But yeah, overall, this was not worth it for Kelazhur. Now, the 3CC means his economy is great. Lambo, not able to get a scout and not able to see that it is a fast third CC and a very fast double engineering bay as well. This is an extremely greedy follow-up from Kelazhur. But as far as Lambo knows, it could be an all-in. Lambo doesn't have that information that he so desperately needs. We are going to see Overlords just kind of floating around the bottom side. It's actually, in theory, if the medevacs get onto the map, that could just be 3 dead Overlords. Like, if he goes to the bottom side, And that would really suck. Now, this one's close enough to creep that it might get transfused, but even losing 2 Overlords, assuming you're doing things properly and not going super oversupply, which is obviously what you want to be doing. You want to be optimizing your play as much as possible. That would be a pretty unfortunate supply block that could come as a result of this. So a little bit unfortunate. Kelazhur, he has gotten away with a really nice build order behind this. 3rd CC is landed. This effectively became 3CC 2-1-1, but with a slightly later timing on the actual medevacs onto the map and a faster timing. Wait, hang on. Oh no, he built 1 medevac first. Oh, interesting. Regardless, though, a faster timing for 1-1 in combat shields. Maybe not combat shields, but definitely 1-1. 1-1 is super fast right now. It's going to finish at like 630, 640? 640, I think. Maybe 645, but regardless, very quick. And there it is. There's the 2 Overlords going down, and that will, in fact, supply block Lambo in a pretty brutal fashion. Kelazhur, I don't even think there's any point in staying and fighting. Well, hang on. He's actually going to win the fight. Oh my goodness, he got himself clamped into a corner. Alrighty, Roo, that was pretty nice. And now the attack through the middle of the map is going to clear out quite a bit of creep. Kelazhur definitely wants to get back into these medevacs right now. Does lose a Marine or 2, but it's not too bad. Meanwhile, the drop on the bottom side finds a good amount of creep as well. And Kelazhur, oh, please start +2 attack. Oh, man, whenever I see +2 armor or the armor upgrade start first, it sends a cold shiver down my spine in not a good way. Oh, Transfuse tries to keep the 1 high-energy queen alive, but not able to do so. And Kelazhur getting some great pickoffs here. Going pretty much almost pure Marine. 1 siege tank. There we go. +2 weapons starts up and a 2nd siege tank for that matter, but it is definitely a heavy focus on Marine play at the moment. Ooh. Marine's going to start stutter stepping back. He gets a couple of pickoffs before being forced away. Oh, looks like the 2nd tank had just popped out. Ooh, Lambo is going to get a jump on this army. Siege tanks trying to target the Banes, but they're not able to do so. Lambo with a really nice jump on this. However, he has got to be careful about going too far off creep, but he will get some decent connections. Unfortunately, he runs out of Banes and runs out of units. Will get cleaned up, but he at least kind of drove this back long enough to get a little bit of creep back up. Unfortunately, it's going to get scanned and cleared once again. Only 5 queens here for Lambo, so respreading that creep is not going to be easy. Now, Banes are about to pop on out, and Kelazhur only has the 1 tank. It's not siege. Banelings do get some decent connections. Nice wraparound here from Lambo. Kelazhur did manage to save a lot of those Marines, but not all of them. Lambo gets some good work done, and is there enough for Lambo to actually, or Kelazhur to actually hold? He drops the tank on the low ground and some of the Marines on the low ground as well. But Lambo is getting some good work done. He's going to be able to find the 2nd tank. Banes were split, so that 1st tank shot wasn't huge. And now the Baneling's getting on forward. Kelazhur will eventually hold, but Lambo gets good value before he is forced back. Now, Kelazhur is still trading efficiently on the whole in aggregate. But Lambo was on 77 drones. He's now going to be on 85 in a moment. Getting the infestation pit. Kelazhur adding on 4 more barracks. I haven't seen that before. I think that's maybe a bit of an oopsie. Right now, though, there is a big 2-2 versus 1-1 timing. Ooh, Banelings trying to get in on top of the 3rd base, but the SCVs were pulled. Good job from Kelazhur. Oh, Kelazhur with the opportunity to clear out some creep in the middle of the map will be able to grab it. Ooh, Queen. Oh, gonna get sniped from the low ground. Nice job. And now we've got Liberators coming on in. These 4 additional barracks are all going to complete momentarily. What's it going to be? He's on double factory tank. +1 vehicle weapons completing as I speak. Ooh, Banelings do get the connections. Kelazhur a little bit late to pick up. Good job from Lambo to give himself an opportunity to connect on those by kind of moving past and not attacking right away. +2 melee for Lambo is quite late, but it will be completing reasonably soon. And well before the Hive completes. So he's going to be able to continue his 3-3 upgrades. Now, this is kind of funny because Kelazhur is going to see the rocks getting broken from the other side. Liberator's going to go for some harass in the main and natural. There's no spores here. Ooh, drops in on the 3rd base. Banelings will close in on top of this, but Kelazhur with a nice hot pickup into the main base. This is a nuisance to deal with right now for Lambo, especially with the Liberators as well. But Liberators did get cleaned up. Kelazhur, he's going to get forced away. Still opens the door for the drop on the top side to find this base. And that is a really nice pickoff for Kelazhur, knocking Lambo back down to 5 bases. 10 drones falling as well during this whole exchange. And even a couple of overlords. Ooh, Lambo almost getting some big Baneling connections, but not quite. Meanwhile, Ultralisk Cavern coming on in. Vipers as well. Kelazhur getting ready to take a 5th command center. Got to land that now. There we go. There we go. +3 melee. Lambo does just now have the money for +3 Carapace as well. Ooh, Baneling's getting some decent connections. Meanwhile, on the top side, Kelazhur is able to pick off a lot more creep. Lambo is really struggling to exert his influence on the map. When your creep gets denied this heavily, it just makes it so... makes the Zerg feel so compressed. Which is obviously excellent for the Terran. Lot of action going on, well, in this first map. Medevac's going to drop back down on the top side. And will pick back up quite quickly. 3-3 is about to complete here for Kelazhur. This is a big timing for him. Before chitinous plating, before 3-3, before adrenal glands. But there are 2 Vipers with a lot of energy for blinding clouds. They're going to need to be big ones, and they will be. A lot of the tanks caught unsieged, a lot of them getting caught under the blinding clouds. Excellent engagement for Lambo, and he is going to clean up a lot of these tanks. Now, the Liberator is still a nuisance here, and the 3-3 is going to mean that this last end of the fight... Oh, nice target fire on the Banes. The tail end of the fight is going to go in the favor of Kelazhur. Lambo going a little bit too... committing a little bit too long to that fight, but it is... I mean, it's understandable. Understandable to keep committing. However, it did cost him a lot. Kelazhur does have a few units in the medevac. Definitely wants to drop those out. Adrenal glands and chitinous plating about to complete. Oh, parasitic bomb on the medevacs would be really nice here. But it looks like Kelazhur will escape on out for the moment. Man, Lambo has really been trying to get this creep back up and running. It's been such a strugg. Kelazhur has been so aggressive, so in his face. These creep tumors are really important, by the way, because they do give vision of specifically this little play. These units moving through. Ooh, transfuses will try and come on down, but we are going to see 2 queens falling. Liberator is going to get forced away by this spore crawler. There's the +3 melee completing pathogen glands as well. Kind of funny that outside of this, there's just a dropper lord or an overlord dropping creep.
Command center upgrade complete.
+3 Carapace about to complete as well, and Kelazhur, importantly, is getting into ghosts. Ghosts are being added on for the time here. Oh man, where are more drones falling? I think on the right side. Lambo looks like he wants to start moving forward with these Vipers. They're full on energy, both of them. Lings. Ooh, can he get the tank? Yes, he can. Okay, so that's good. Oh, great scan for Kelazhur. Where did the nuke just land? Okay, Top side. Medevacs were taken down. Lambo got to be a little bit careful right here. Ling's on top of the planetary. Baneling's trying to connect with the Ghost. Snipes on top of the Ultras, getting mostly avoided. Parasitic Bomb and Blinding Clouds are going to land. Nothing at this base, but the nuke did land. Now, Lambo is going far too deep right here. Oh, the Ultras are all going to die. But it will open the door for the Lings to clean up a couple of tanks. No, the one survives on 7 HP. That is actually a really nice save for Kelazhur, because this game is so close. So bloody close. Resources lost, of course, favoring Kelazhur here. That is just the nature of things in these TVZ matchups. Oh my god. The Ghost just kind of chip-shotting away at this Overlord is quite funny. I don't know why he really wants to put a tank in this wall. Just put a supply depot. It's just so strange. It's cute, but it's strange. Lambo does snipe down that tank from earlier. Ooh, and Lings are going to find an opening on this left side base. That's going to be a lot of dead SCVs. Kelazhur not responding. Oh, he's going to lose 15 SCVs. Those are actually some really valuable pickoffs. And he's going to get both gases as well. That's kind of nice. That's going to slow down potential ghost production. Ooh, drop on the top side. It did get dealt with by Lambo very effectively. We do have Burrow coming on in, as well as Infestors finally being added on. There's 2 on the field already. Soon to be 5. And they are going to all be ready with fungal growths. Now, of course, the Ghosts can EMP. And they do have their cloak. But if fungal growth can land on a couple of clumped Ghosts, speaking of which, ooh, Snipe's going to come in on one of the Ultras. Oh, is there a fungal growth? He gets the catch. Oh, 3 of the Ghosts do go down. Lambo doesn't want to keep pushing. Will lose some units on the tail end, but he will be able to get some fungal parasitic or fungal blinding cloud combos. Nicely done, and that's going to allow the Ultras to go to work. However, the tanks in the back will discourage pursuit. Nuke on the top side. Oh, Lambo. No. Pull. 12 drones going to get taken down. Nice job right there from Kelazhur. Big nuke. Lambo did mitigate the damage a little bit, but that's actually a really critical nuke. 13 drones having to be rebuilt all at once, which, wow, I mean, that's not cheap. That's a lot of moolah. What is that? 650 minerals? Lambo adding 16 more drones. He's going up to over 100 drones in a moment. That is a lot of workers. 102 drones. Ooh. Shark Fester. There's no neural parasite. But these can still be very effective. Now, Kelazhur. Oh, this is misplaced. Definitely wants to put that a little bit south. But this has been a highly chaotic game. Big fungal growth coming in on top of the Ghosts. The EMP was a little bit too late. Cloak trying to keep these units alive. Now, there is a good tank line behind this once again. That will force Lambo back. Oh, but another big fungal catches a couple Ghosts. However, the desire to chase is not there. One of the snipes does go off. Other one getting canceled. Lambo, he's definitely got to see this dot. This is a little bit too obvious. A little bit too close. Oh. Okay. Oh. No. Okay, he's fine. Oh, man. I always think, what would Solar do? And then I think, don't do that. Blinding Clouds. Ooh, could be big. This is a big spot on the army. Ghosts all separated. Fungal growths on the left side of the army. Ghosts all go down on the right. Now, is there enough to hold? There certainly is. The Ultra's getting blown to hell on the side. Fungal growth does get dodged. Only one Marauder getting hit. And the Burrow. Ooh, got to be careful with these Infestors, but Kelazhur not on the chase. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, there is this singular medevac trying to find something, but will get cleaned up. Good job from Lambo. Kelazhur losing the medevac as well is a little bit unfortunate, but of course the main push is where things are intense. It's 100 drones for Lambo. 100 drones. I believe all the Infestors are currently out of energy. Oh, one of them just popped with a fresh fungal. Nope, actually two just popped? 2 just popped. There's 6 Infestors now. Oh, nice find on that one infestor. Good snipe. 40 banelings coming on in. Gressvon, of course, a map where the contested middle bases, these two bases, are super important. Lambo. Oh, I love this play. I love this play in the late game. The triple dropper lord play. Going to try and get into the main base and really disrupt the production. Going to make things very complicated for Kelazhur. Oh, this creep tumor isn't viable at the moment, but the creep... No, it didn't spread in time. We're going to see a big attack coming on in, but nice EMPs from Kelazhur. Is there still enough for him to hold, though? Snipes. Oh, they are... Well, they are going to connect. Yep, the tanks are enough. And that will drive Lambo back. Lambo probably should have disengaged when he got hit by all those EMPs, but didn't do so. And does lose a lot. This is an epic game here on Gressvon. Still anybody's game at this point. I do think Lambo has the initiative, but Kelazhur's been doing a great job of holding. Now, a single dropper lord into the main base is pretty unimpactful, but even just burrowing the lings could be nice. And if he can find, for example... No, he won't find the tank. Nice job from Kelazhur. Ooh, Lambo does burrow the single Zergling. It's kind of cute. The fact that Lambo is still on ultras and hasn't diversified too much is a little bit funky. This is really nice, by the way, these spores. Obviously, it's going to be good against medevacs. We do see this nuke getting set up once again on this base. This should get denied. Ooh. Close enough to definitely induce stress, though. Kelazhur doing a really great job with his setup. Ooh, fungal growth could be big. No EMP coming in just yet. No fungal coming in just yet either. It is going to be an attempted smash from both sides. Fungal does land, but only on a couple of bio units. Now, is there enough? Anyways, the ultras are connecting on top of the tanks. Banelings will get some good connections on the bio, but Lambo is going to get held here. Now, how many SCVs go down? Well, it will be 11 SCVs. Snipes on the tail end, though, were pretty nice. And Kelazhur will potentially be able to knock out this base now. Lambo, I think he might need to give it up until more units come back. This one siege tank is a really big problem for him, but the ghosts are kind of clumped up. Oh, fungal. Oh, the medevac barely escapes. There was one medevac with 7 HP and 4 ghosts in it, and it just barely avoided that fungal growth. That could have been a huge play. Speaking of, well, actually, no, that's just, once again, it's just a single dropper lord. Oh, and it will get cleaned up. Nice job from Kelazhur. Good stutter step. We're now up to 101,000 resources lost. Officially past that mark. Nice snipe right there on one of those infestors. Another cloaked ghost coming on forward. We'll grab another infestor. Oh, he's going to get 3. Oh, that is very good. The lack of detection for Lambo, a really big problem. Meanwhile, the base on the top left, well, at this point, Lambo might be able to start smashing through. It's maybe a position of vulnerability for Kelazhur, if anything. And he might have actually kind of baited Lambo into finding it. There are enough units here for now, but it could get tricky if Lambo commits some more Ling Bane to the top side. Like this. This is an amount that Kelazhur is going to have a struggle dealing with. A couple Marauders getting a little bit too far forward. Kelazhur. The thing is, the longer Lambo holds this and mines from it, the more critical it becomes that Kelazhur not let Lambo mine from the top side, which Lambo is able to do and has been able to do. And this is exactly the move I wanted to see from Lambo. Ooh, nice depot lift here from Kelazhur. Couple of siege tanks. One of them will go down. Second one will get saved by the bio in the back. Would have loved a burrow play here. By the way, 12 kill Marauder. Ooh, meanwhile, though, Lambo looking like he might want to try and go for a break on this position. Nope, he's going to give up the base. Man, this is a slugfest of a game. Ooh, there is a lot of stuff here for Kelazhur on the top side. Lambo does not have anything in position at the moment. He needs to, at the very least, pull the drones away for the moment while these units reposition. But Kelazhur might end up getting caught here a little bit. Lambo, oh, can he get on top of the tanks? He will split his army a little bit awkwardly, but will be able to get on top of the tanks on the bottom side. Bio forces will get surrounded on the left. However, there's enough of them to do pretty well here, and it looks like an EMP landed on the infestors. Meanwhile, the Ghosts getting back over here will be able to snipe down these units. This Ultra is so lost, and it will get taken down, and it is so dead now. Resources lost is now heavily in favor of Kelazhur, over 20,000 difference. And Lambo lost both contested bases at the same time, and now he is super broke. Really in some trouble. He's on 81 drones, but very few places to mine from at this point. Whereas Kelazhur, I mean, he's still got this base on the bottom side. He's got this, well, these two bases on the bottom side. And he's trying to land and secure this top side base. If he does, it is game over. Lambo, can he do anything about this? There's still a lot of ghosts from Kelazhur. This is looking really rough. No transfuse on these queens. Oh, and the snipes are going to finish them off. All 6 queens going down. We will see a smash coming on in. Nice blinding cloud on the bio. But the ghosts are still out in numbers. They did cloak up, and a lot of them are actually really low on energy. But there's no detection. The Overseer, they're out of range of the Overseer. There we go. It finally goes back. Parasitic Bomb, though, coming in on top of the medvacs. However, I think there's enough HP to outlast this. Oh, please drop, 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 drop. Ooh, does lose at least 1 or 2 ghosts that were in there. Or maybe Marauders. But that was Lambo's shot. And I think he's just out of gas at this point. I mean, he's out of minerals and gas. They're both broke as a joke at this point. But Kelazhur is still mining. Oh, and look at that big mule hammer on the bottom side. That is going to swing the income back in favor of Kelazhur. And oh my god. It's actually was heavily in favor of Lambo well, decently in favor of Lambo for a while, but now it is swinging equally as far in favor of Kelazhur, and I think this is going to be all she wrote. Oh, the Vipers go down. That is any chance of this engagement going well for Lambo out the window. Lings and Banes not going to be able to get the job done. Kelazhur with a good concave, a good pre-spread, and great snipes on those Vipers. Lambo will be able to snipe down the Liberators. Nice fungal growth attempt. If he could have landed it, still probably wouldn't have been enough, though. And Kelazhur will take a long, very impressive game number 1. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning down in the bottom right for the Shopify Rebellion, it is Lambo. In the red. And his opponent, spawning up the top left for Team Liquid, sending an SCV out onto the map, a couple SCVs. It is Kelazhur. And this is a great time to go for a proxy. Is it going to be a proxy 2 racks or a proxy 3 racks? Kelazhur might be deciding that right now. Looks like it's just going to be proxy 2 racks. Lambo did look all over for this in game number 1. But will he go far enough over to find it here in game number 2? Also, kind of funny that Kelazhur puts the second barracks a little bit farther back. Don't think he means anything by that. It's just a little funky. Lambo. Okay, he's going to get close, but he's going to get vision up to about here. If he doesn't, oh, looks like about here. That is very unfortunate. Now, of course, he will keep the Overlord at the front, but he won't know if it's 1 racks or 2 racks. Ooh, does he see the SCV? Okay, he saw it for a brief split second. I don't think he spotted it, though. Okay, now he sees it for sure. There we go. Bunch of drones being pulled. Oh, man, he's pulling so many drones, and that is appropriate. Because he did see this very late. Starts up a spine crawler in range of the bunker, though. Ah, that's too far forward. Oh man, this is already looking like it could be a disaster. Does snipe down the one SCV. If he can get the second one, he might just be fine. But this is looking tough already. Two drones do fall. He needs, of course, to keep that bunker from finishing more than anything. He's losing a lot of mining time, but oh, no, don't let it. No, he canceled the spine. He's going to go for this round on the Marines. He will get them, but he's going to lose so many drones. Snipe down the SCV. Lings need to get back in here. But he might be saying to himself, I've already taken too much damage. Lambo sees that the factory is done. This is a greedy reactor build. Hang on. I think Kelazhur might die. I think Kelazhur might actually die right now. Because this reactor is going to get hit by 3 Lings. 3 Lings are going to force it to cancel. This was a huge mistake not building the Hellion first. Kelazhur, oh no, he's got a wall. Does he have the money? Oh, Lambo doesn't get it, but he will get the depot. And still no Hellion started yet for Kelazhur. Depot goes down. Nice rebuild behind it. SCV will fall, though. Oh, he's going to lose the Overlord, though. Will he? Oh, not the best stutter step there from Kelazhur. And more Lings coming in from the back. This is going to be all the Marines going down. Oh, my goodness. This has gone so much better for Lambo than I could have ever expected. Hellion just now started. There are no units on the field for Kelazhur. He has 0 army supply active. It's 5 army supply in production, but 0 army supply currently on the field. Damn. Lambo gets to recover in this game off of, honestly, a huge mistake from Kelazhur. Not building that Hellion was way too greedy after he lost all the Marines. And now, Lambo, he's got a creep tumor pretty far forward. He's got Ling speed mostly far along. No reactor started now for Kelazhur. I think the reactor was killed, by the way. Yes, it was. And Kelazhur, look at this. Because of how uncomfortable he was, he built this engineering bay as an insurance policy, but he never finished it. The thing is, I think you just cancel it anyways. It's just... I mean, okay, yeah, he does cancel it. It's better to, like, build a bunker or something, and then you can at least get the money back. But I guess you only get a certain amount of resources refunded anyways. Ooh, Queens are not quite in position, but they will see this Liberator coming rather quickly. Queens. Let's get back over here. Okay, 2 drones do fall. Could have been a lot worse. Lambo, okay, will be able to get in on top of this. Will get a lot of damage done. So he'll push this away. 2 drones fell. I don't know why I said 3. 2 drones fell. With a 3rd CC on the way, this is still not comfy for Lambo. Oh. Is he on the high ground? Okay, Lambo readjusts. I was going to say, I don't know that he is. Lambo getting supply blocked at 60. This has been a chaotic game. Hard to blame him. Hard to blame him in the slightest. Liberator on the right side does get spotted by the Overlord. Good job from Lambo here. That's going to put a lot of damage into that. Where's the other Liberator? Oh, it's been sent back home to be repaired. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Lambo, the supply block at 60 really hurt. Really, really hurt him. Double engineering bay for Kelazhur is going to come on in. Oh, nice job from Lambo. Saves the Overlord that was being slowly tickled by the Liberator's air-to-air. This one on the right side will get saved as well. Oh, this is funny. Reactor in the wall? I don't know that well, starport in the wall specifically. Oh, these Hellions going very deep. Lambo going to try and get the surround, and he will be able to get it here. Kelazhur might have been able to squeeze out to the left side. In fact, one of the Hellions kind of does by default, but still will go down. Nice reposition on the Spore Crawler. Only one drone falling. That was a very nice little exchange for Lambo. And after a rough defense against the Proxy 2 racks initially, he was able to get the Marine cleanup, and then the counterattack really evened things out. Now, Lambo's upgrades are late. Kelazhur, though, oh, you got to start up your combat shields. This one, oh, there we go. He knows. He knows. He knows. One thing I will say is that, yeah, this has been a super chaotic game. Oh, Lambo. Oh, he's going to jump this position, and there's no medevacs out just yet. They're about to pop, but this is a perfect timing for Lambo. He's going to find the tank. He's going to find almost all the Marines. One Marine survives. It's a veteran with 4 kills, but that was an amazing trade for Lambo. That just killed so many Marines, took all the aggressive potential out of the sails for Kelazhur. And I'm not going to say the game is over, but that was the kind of thing that put Lambo in a pretty strong position. I would even go so far as to say a winning position now, because now his creep is going to be uncontested for a little bit of time as well. I would really like to see Lambo knocking down these rocks, though. But, yeah, he's on 4 bases, getting a 5th. Hydroden on the way. Infestation Pit. His own 1-1 is... it's about a third of the way done. There will be a timing here for Kelazhur. But, I mean, with what units? 12 Marines? That's not a lot of firepower. Now, of course, Kelazhur can just play for a longer game. He's already getting a 4th command center. He's got a great economy. But Lambo just... he's got a lot of control in this game now after that pickoff. We get the creep tumor here to the right side, or left side, I should say. We will see Kelazhur coming in and clearing out a good amount of creep in the middle. Ooh, and he finds an Overlord as well. Lambo does manage to drop some creep back into the middle. Ooh, and these Queens will be shelling away at this one medevac. And they get it pretty low on HP, but it will be able to retreat on out. Siege tanks on this map are so good. There are so many strong siege tank positions on Dragon Scales. It is a nasty tank position map. And that's why I think taking down stuff like these rocks, even knocking down these rocks to make sure they can't be dropped as well. Knocking down these rocks is so important for Zerg. I'm really glad to see Lambo is dedicating the time to doing so, at least these ones. And I mean, if you're going to take this island base... it's kind of an island. It's like a peninsula, sort of. A peak. Kelazhur going to be able to clear up a decent amount of creep on the right side, but Lambo will be able to respread it very quickly. Ooh, Bane run by on the right, on the left side, I should say. Oh, instant rebuild on the depots and the repair. Nice job from Kelazhur. Oh, but it's going to be an instant kill on those depots. And honestly, the fact that he killed 5 depots with maybe like 9 or 10 Banes makes it worthwhile. Meanwhile, the Banelings coming in from the back on the main army of Kelazhur. Good split from Kelazhur. Very nice under the gun. 11 SCVs did go down. That was still decent. We do need to see Hydra range start up for Lambo. He's got the speed, but no range. And he's on 92 drones, and it does look like he wants to be aggressive, continuously aggressive at this point. Yeah, the creep spread is really starting to take over the middle of the map. Would really like to see Lambo set this... oh, there we go. There's the groove spines. Would really like to see Lambo take down these rocks here. 2-2 finishing up for Kelazhur. He is still on a... yeah, like I said, he's on a very respectable worker count, 76 SEVs. Solid army supply. He's got the upgrade timing advantage. 2-2-1 now completing. Kelazhur, let's see if he goes up into that 3-3 right away. Lambo, oh, he started killing those rocks. He's teasing me with it. He's like, I'm going to kill these rocks for you, Steadfast. Psych. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's a meme. We're joking. Kelazhur, once again, doing a good job of contesting the creeps, specifically on this high ground peninsula. Lambo trying to get in on top of these Marines, but the tank in the backfield really covering well. Lambo, though, at this point, he can just run in and blow up this command center. Kelazhur doesn't have enough to defend everything perfectly. And Lambo's economy is good enough that it would be worthwhile to just sack a few Banes. Ooh, nice snipe on one of those Vipers. That's a really high-value target. 2-2 completing here for Lambo. Oh, that's cute. Lambo taking the top right base and dropping creep here, as well as taking this left side base. Gonna try and have it ready, or start mining from it. Start stealing resources. Blinding Clouds on 2 of the tanks, as well as the Planetary Fortress. 3 tanks do go down, and a lot of bio gonna fall as well. Only 10 SCVs falling, so it could have been a lot worse, but those are the kind of trades that Lambo is loving right now. Absolutely exactly what he wants. 3-3 on the way here, by the way, for Kelazhur. Oh, Lambo for initially started up +1 missile and +3 melee, but then goes for the 3-3 instead for the melee. Look at this wall, this depot wall. 10 depots across. Liberator, by the way. Gonna be able to kill quite a few larvae. 9 kills of larvae and eggs, apparently, on this base. Or maybe that's a Liberator from earlier. Actually, how many... Yeah, that's one of the Liberators from earlier. That got 5 kills before, so 4 now. Oh. Blinding Cloud on one of the tanks. There is a deep tank line here, but there's a lot of Vipers and a lot of energy. Now, is Lambo going too deep? I don't think so. I think this is just fine for him. Even if he gets cleaned up here, he has decimated the army of Kelazhur. And in fact, he is going to knock out all the tanks pretty much. Maybe this last one will survive. It's on 52 kills, but the command center falls. Kelazhur types out GG well played, and it certainly was, as we're going to game 3. All right, here we go. Game number 3. Spawning down to the bottom right for the Shopify Rebellion. It is Lambo. And he did indeed go Rambo in that game number 2. And his opponent, spawning up the top left for Team Liquid, it's Kelazhur in the blue. Yeah, that was very well done by Lambo. Really impressive. Honestly, Kelazhur was in an amazing position after the very initial Proxy 2-Rax Marine. It may not seem like it was that great because of how the game went, but if he had simply built a single Hellion before the reactor and had just gotten that out, and then the Marines come home, he is in an amazing position, I think. Because even with him losing the reactor, losing all the Marines, it still ended up turning into a playable game for him. And that was even with, like, Lambo was definitely ahead, don't get me wrong. And I think even Lambo could have gotten, I think the supply block in the middle of the game at like 60 supply might have slowed him down a little bit. Babylon, though. But like Lambo could have gotten maybe a little bit further ahead from the big game. Lambo looking around once again for proxy barracks once more. But of course there is none. Kelazhur. I mean, that's the other thing too, is like by preventing your opponent from scouting across the map, you make the game a little bit easier for yourself, and you can just generally keep your opponent in the dark more. And that's extremely valuable. Extremely valuable.
Game resumed.
And it's going to be interesting to see what these two players go for here. Of course, this is the first standard game we've gotten so far. At least the first standard opener. Game 1 started with a 2-Rax Reaper and transitioned into a very fast 3rd CC. Game 2 started with a proxy 2-Rax Marine that got a great advantage, but unfortunately, he did lose it. Behind this, very fast 3rd CC coming on in from Kelazhur. No surprise there. Reaper will get turned away from the main base. Good job by Lambo, but of course, it costs him a little bit of time on the inject. Obviously, that was... He's fine with that. Oh, Kelazhur adding on a second factory. Is this going to be a battle mech opener? I think it just might. It's either going to be Blue Flame Hellions off 2 factory, I think. Which is actually, it looks like it might be that. Or it is going to be 3 factories straight into battle mech. There it is. 3. Okay, this is something Ryung's done. It is so ludicrously greedy. Because you don't get a starport. But the Cyclones are just good. They're just good. Now, Babylon is a rather short rush distance map, but I don't think Lambo is going to be anticipating this. He does have an Overlord coming in to the main base. He's going to try and get the scout. Ooh, and he will be able to scout it. Oh, this... Kelazhur put the factories a little bit too close. And Lambo's going to know exactly what this is once he sees... Oh, he sees all 3 factories. Yeah. Roach Warren starts up. Layer starts up. He's going to want to get Roach speed as soon as possible. Getting the second gas in the main base. That is a good way of going about this, too. Yeah, I think I definitely like this right now for... Lambo. The fact that he knows what's up. No Meg field coming in just yet from Kelazhur. Of course, he's prioritizing the unit production for the moment. Did get momentarily supply blocked, but not too bad. One of those kind of functional supply blocks. Ooh, Cyclone does get a lock. Oh, it breaks. He loses the lock on there, breaks it. But of course, the barracks being pulled forward is kind of funny here. I was going to say waste of a Cyclone lock-on, but it's such a short duration. Or short cooldown, it's really not a big deal. Ooh, Queen does get back away instantly as locked onto. Nice job from Lambo. Second Cyclone will show on up, and the third one as well. Megfield is on the way. We do see Lambo sending in Lings on the other side of the map. Oh, nice grenade, actually. Knocks a couple of roaches closer to Kelazhur's army. Lings. Oh, they're going to try and find the Hellions here. We'll get one of them, but that was a lot of Lings. So far, it's just a couple of units. But the initial skirmishes are going quite well for Kelazhur, and there's no roach speed for a while. Another great grenade here from Kelazhur. That is 2 MVP grenades. Really helping against these roaches, and the transfuses are really running low. 2 factories do start up before the barracks goes down, but it is going to start to fall very shortly. And if Kelazhur can't completely occupy this high ground, Lambo, things will get easier for Lambo. But Kelazhur could theoretically scan to get the high ground vision now. However, Burrow does start on up. There's the scan, and that will allow him to keep the lock on. Now the Queens are completely out of energy. There's only 1 transfuse available, but roach speed is about to complete. Most of the Hellions have gone down, which means Lings are going to be good again. Lambo is really under pressure here by this battle mech play from Kelazhur. But Lambo, nice job. Morse a couple of low HP roaches into Ravagers. Megfield Accelerator going to finish, but we also are going to see Burrow finishing up here. Lambo only on a single upgrade at the moment, but might... Well, he does have double Evo, so he is able to add on the second upgrade whenever he feels... Well, whenever he's able to, really. Scan did come on down instantly, so... Oh, nice job on the Burrow right there from Lambo. Individual Burrow micro. Lambo only on 58 drones, though. He needs to find a really great fight. Ooh. If he could find the army out of position and then burrow a bunch of roaches somewhere. Oh, that's exactly what I was looking for right here. Now, Kelazhur is going to rotate to the right side. Ooh, Lambo's going to try and swing around from the back. Roaches moving forward. Kelazhur. Oh my God. It's a trap! Your cyclones can't repel roaches of this magnitude. Nicely done from Lambo. Very nicely done. And that will put momentum firmly back in Lambo's court. He is building a lot of overlords. He's staying on 58 drones. He might just want to go for the kill. Now, Kelazhur did build quite a few tanks here. He's built 5 tanks. Well, he's got 5 tanks, I should say, and he's building 3 at a time. But is there an opportunity for Lambo to get through here? We do have Burrow. Well, we have Tunneling Claws about to complete. Brosabile is going to try and take down these rocks. That will kill the rocks right there. Scan comes in, sees that the roaches have Tunneling Claws. That's big. That is huge. 3 starports just started up here for Kelazhur. That is really bold, but is there even any risk of him dying at all? I don't... Oh, well, is there enough? Oh, there's so many tanks. Lambo with a decent spread on these units. He is starting to break through. He's gotten through the majority of these Cyclones. There's only 3 Cyclones left, but 4 tanks survive, and a 5th one joins up with them. Kelazhur holds. Kelazhur holds, and that was Lambo kind of shooting his shot. Yeah, that needed to go better. And it did not. The tank spread from Kelazhur was very good. Look at the kills. 4, 4, 8, 8. And, of course, the fresh one at 0. But Kelazhur, behind this, now has a 4th command center done. It is triple Banshee production coming in from Kelazhur. Going for the euthermal style plays. And he's also going to finish up the 1-1 on his mech. Lambo? Ooh, are these swarm hosts going to get scouted by the scan? I actually don't think so. But the Banshees, well, speed could have started a little bit faster, but it is still going to be an effective transition against this. Should most definitely get Cloak. I mean, he's got 3 tech labs anyways. Very cool transition coming in from Kelazhur here. Oh, 7 more swarm hosts in production. We're seeing 13 swarm hosts from Lambo. Wait, actually more than that. 14 swarm hosts. Ooh, Hellions on the right side will get found and intercepted. Can he get all of them? Oh, he does. Nice job from Lambo. Able to body block just effectively enough. Oh my god, he's going up to 16 swarm hosts. Pathogen glands adds on the +1 carapace. I think once he maxes out, he might just add on a hive as well. Now, there's like no Hellions, or well, there are Hellions. There's no Hellbats in this army. There we go. There's the Hellbat morph. Lambo will pop the the Heck Muffins, the Swarm Hosts. And on top of that, there are the Banshees coming on down. That's a devastating Locust Wave, though. That just got a lot of siege tanks. How many Queens do we have? Ooh, not a lot. And that is 6 Banshees here. 6 Banshees versus 6 Queens. Just fight the Queens. Just fight them. There's, like, no energy. Oh, man. Now they're revealed. Now Lambo gets to build a bunch of spores in all his bases. Oh, man, what a... I mean, it's still a good position for Kelazhur. Even with the Swarm Hosts getting a lot of damage with their first Locust Wave, and these Banshees not doing as much as they could have, this is still a good position. But I feel like those Banshees could have maybe been an instant win condition. Instead, now it's Lambo pushing forward with a lot of Locusts, and a big opportunity here. How many Hellbats do we have this time? Only 6. And the Swarm Host is going to blow up 3, 4 tanks immediately. Can he get a 5th? Oh, he put them on hold position. Roasted Biles will come in on another tank. Now, is there enough Queens here? That's so many Banshees. The answer is there is not enough Queens. Not by any stretch, but Kelazhur doesn't have enough to hold on the ground just yet. Oh, nice job. Oh, look at that split. Unfortunately, it wasn't particularly far, but... Oh, and he actually goes back through the route anyways. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, that's where Lambo's paying his attention because there are 14 drones that just got roasted up. Kelazhur is on 84 SCVs. Lambo is going into Hydras now. He knows that he has done a lot of damage to his opponent's tank line. Ooh, Banshees. Oh my god, they're going to be able to fight the Hydras. These are 0-2 Banshees against 2-1 Hydras, but the Hydras don't have range or speed. And, I mean, Hydras just suck. They just suck. Other side of the map, though, the Banshees are not at home, which means that this next Locust Wave, well, actually, no, it's not going to get enough. 7 SCVs is really inconsequential. Oh, and now a scanner's going to find a lot of these burrow move roaches in the middle of the map. Lambo is losing a lot of stuff here. If he could have knocked out this base on the top side, if he could have consolidated his Hydras maybe a little bit better, maybe there's something he could have done here. But I don't know. This is looking tough. Maybe Vipers for Parasitic Bomb against the Banshees. Like, these Banshees are just such a problem. We do have Overlord speed. God, speed Banshees, they're just so fast. Personally, I think Corruptors are probably... I really just don't think there's a great answer to speed Banshees in a mech army. Just because once you're in the situation that Kelazhur is in. Because Kelazhur's already got Thors, he's already got tanks, he's got 2-2 on his ground. So you really do need a lot of supply to fight the actual mech army. The Banshees are such a problem in another way. They're such a different problem. By the way, 3-3 getting very close to completing for Kelazhur, and that is when... Oh my god, there's 18 tanks. Imagine Broodlords right now. Broodlords right now would be very strong. But, of course, Kelazhur knows that with how heavily Lambo has committed to this setup, Broodlords are not really an option. Now, the Swarm Hosts... Oh, how many tanks can they get right here? They'll get one? That's not really enough. How many Banshees? Did he lose a bunch of Banshees? Yes, he did. He lost 8. Where did he lose the 8 Banshees? Where did the... Did the Vipers kill a bunch with Parasitic Bomb? No, apparently not. 3-3 does now complete, by the way, and this is the timing that Kelazhur is looking for. Parasitic Bomb does land on the Banshees. Gets one, or I think he got one. Blinding Cloud is decent, but these Swarm Hosts need to be available for the fight. And, oh, where's the Blinding Clouds? That's a big one. Locusts are going to drop it on top of this army. Well, I mean, it did almost nothing, though. This army is just, it's so huge. And now it's getting into just a complete chokehold situation on Lambo. The Swarm Host not ready to fire their shots for another 20 seconds or so. And Lambo, I just don't think there's anything you can do at this point. Blinding Cloud does come in on some tanks on the left. There's the Locust Wave coming on in. That Blinding Cloud was way too early. Locust Wave will get some good work done on this army in the natural, but it is not going to be enough. Kelazhur will take the game, and with it, the series gets the job done with the funky mech play into that big Banshee transition. Very well played from Kelazhur. And if you enjoyed that series, make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the flip side.